Police Colonel Hector Grijaldo is involved, no? And with that, we'd like to call on the first interpellator, Congresswoman Pami Zamora. You have 10 minutes. You are now recognized.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon to my colleagues. Colonel Grijaldo, good afternoon po. Colonel Grijaldo, simulan ko lang po nung dati po kasi nag-a-attend ka naman dito, pero may time na
Mr. Chairman, point of information lang po.
With the indulgence of
Yes.
Congresswoman Zamora.
ahead.
Yes, what is the point of
Since
information?
the good gentle lady will be starting to ask Colonel Hector Grijaldo, this representation wish to inform this committee that we will be inhibiting ourselves. No?
Yes.
Together, ourselves, not together with the, I think, tayo, no? na, to ask question. And at the same time, we can also be asked by the members of this committee. Surely, meron tong involvement sa mga nangyari for the resource person not attending our mga hearings. So, yun po, yun lamang po ang gusto ko natin ipalam na we are willing to answer questions na ibabato rin po ng ating mga members of this committee. Maraming salamat po, Mr.
Thank you, Congressman
Mr. Chair.
Fernandez. Yes,
Mr.
Congressman Abante.
I second the motion.
Okay, so we just would like to inform the members that you can also propound questions directed to our co-chairs of the committee in relation to the issue of EJK and in relation to the issue of Colonel Grijaldo's previous statement before this committee and before the Senate committee. So,
And Mr. Chairman, we're willing to go down and to vacate our seat in here.
may we
so
ask
most
you to
likely
please
will be sitting
occupy
down
the seats in front of the chair, so
Mr.
that
Thank you,
we
Mr.
can,
Chairman.
see you eye
Mr.
to
Chair.
eye. Now,
Do we
thank
need
you.
to ask them to take their whole minute?
Before that, can we, Comsec, did Colonel Grijaldo take his oath in the previous hearings already? You already took your oath. So, there's no need to administer the oath of Colonel Grijaldo. He has taken his oath in the previous hearing. So, may we ask both co-chairs, Congressman Abante and Congressman Dan Fernandez, to occupy the seat in front of this table.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Congressman Acop.
point of clarification.
Yes, please proceed.
Since our two chairmen already moved that questions should be asked from them, may we request that they also take the oath? And may I know whether we can cite them in contempt if they're found lying? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Well, thank you, Congressman Acop. Let me inform the Honorable Congressman Abante and Fernandez that since you will be one of the resource persons in this hearing today, any member who find you not cooperative or evading questions from this representation and others, there is no prohibition under our rules that we cannot cite you in contempt. So let it be on record, Your Honors. Now,
point of clarification,
Are you
point-
comfortable in that?
Yeah,
seat,
yes, sir.
Okay.
Point of clarification,
Yes, what
Mr.
is
Chairman.
the clarification?
May I be
I think, Mr. Chair,
informed?
sorry,
No.
I think the witness,
I still have the
the
floor.
resource person now has to wait to be recognized.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah,
I was recognized, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
No, really, no joke. What this representation wanted to find out kung what provision of the rules contain yung pong pagte-take po ng oath ng member of this committee who wanted to be a part of the as resource person.
Mr. Chairman.
Okay, I will wait, hold your horses, gentlemen. Let me ask Congressman Acop to answer that query of Congressman Dan Fernandez.
Mr. Chair, I think the two distinguished gentlemen were the ones who volunteered to become resource persons. We did not require them to become resource persons. And therefore, when they volunteered to become resource persons, then our rules regarding resource persons must apply. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I agree, Mr.
So
Chair.
I hope that is clear to the gentleman from Laguna. No further questions will be entertained by the chair.
Mr. Chair,
From you, but from Congressman
may
Abante.
I
yes,
request that if you will be cited in contempt, that I would be arrested in my own room, Mr. Chair.
That is
May
noted.
confined in my
That-
own room. That's my request, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Abante. Comsec, please take note of the request of Congressman Abante and Congressman Fernandez. Yes.
So,
Now we will now proceed.
So with the explanation of the Vice Chairperson, Romy Acop, this representation submit to the decision of this committee. Maraming salamat po.
Okay. Thank you, Congressman Fernandez.
May we
for
have our
your-
oath now, Mr. Chair?
Makabawi na rin kami nito.
Okay, Comsec, please administer the oath of the two distinguished gentlemen, members of the honor of this 19th Congress.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this congressional inquiry, so God may help you? Sir, the oath has been administered.
Thank you, Comsec. Thank you, Congressman Fernandez and Congressman Abante. Now we will proceed with the interpellation of Congresswoman Pami Zamora. You have 10 minutes.
Once again, good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and I'd like to also greet our two new resource persons. Welcome to the committee. Ang tatanungin ko ngayon, Mr. Chair, I'd like to address my questions kay Colonel Grijaldo. Colonel Grijaldo, natatandaan ko dati nung nag-attend ka pa dito at na bigyan pa yung committee ng pagkakataon na matanong ka, sinabi mo na nung June 28, 2016, ay nag-attend ka ng isang meeting sa DPWH building kasama ang classes 1996 and 1997 ng PNPA. Tama po ba yon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, kasama mo dito sa meeting na to, Mr. Chair, si Colonel Reyna Garma. Tama po ba yon, Mr. Chair?
Nandoon po si Colonel Garma, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang tanungin, bakit sa Davao ang naging meeting? Bakit sa Davao ginanap ang meeting na to?
I don't know, Your Honor.
You don't know, but I think you know. Because ang nagpatawag ba ng meeting na ito, tama ba, ay si former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte?
I don't know the circumstances that time, Your Honor, who made the arrangement of the meeting, Your Honor.
So why did you attend a meeting that you didn't know the circumstances of?
Yes, Your Honor, I was having my schooling.
No, I'm
officers.
asking you, bakit ka mag-a-attend ng isang meeting na hindi mo naman alam sino ang nagpa-meeting at kung ano ang pakay ng meeting?
Your Honor, allow me to give my premise on the circumstances.
All right.
It happens while we were on our schooling at Mintal, Davao City. And during the time, Colonel Garma and some other of my classmates, Colonel Belela, and all other Class 97 were undergoing a officer's senior executive course that time. And there was some talks among the officers that there will be a gathering on that place. So that's the only thing that we know that time.
All right. And so I'd like to ask, in this meeting, was the former president present?
I have seen the president that time, Your Honor.
I have seen the president at the time. And June 28, 2016, that would be 2 days bago siya manumpa para maging presidente natin. And that would be 3 days before he would assume office. Tama po ba yon?
I could not recall, Your Honor, the...
Mr. Chair, ano ulit yung natatandaan ko yung campaign slogan dati ni PRRD? It was very, alam nating lahat yon. Ang campaign slogan niya ay change is coming. Colonel Grijaldo, ano ba yung sinasabing change ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte? 'Di ba? Yung change na yon ay to reduce the crime rate, to reduce criminal activity in the country. Am I correct?
I don't know the political agenda at the time of the election, Your Honor.
And in fact, on his very, very last political rally before he won the presidency, there is a very famous quote na, in fact, kumalat siya hanggang sa international news outlets. Sa BBC, nando nakasulat, sinabi ni former PRRD, "Forget the laws on human rights. If I make it to the presidential palace, I will do what I did as mayor. You drug pushers, hold up men and do nothings. You better go out because I'd kill you," he said at his final campaign rally. "I dump all of you into Manila Bay and fatten all the fish there." Narinig mo po ba to, Colonel Grijaldo?
No, Your Honor. That time I was busy on our schooling because it takes 1 year for us to finish the executive course.
And as confirmed by the former president himself, ginawa niya to, kasi dun sa quote na yon na binanggit ko, sinasabi niya, I will do just what I did as mayor. And kinonfirm niya many times na ginawa niya to gamit yung tinatawag niyang Davao Death Squad. Itong grupo na to, na same group na sinasabi ng isang taong nagngangalang Edgar Matubato na naging parte siya. He said that in the Senate. Tama po ba?
Di ko po alam yung circumstances nung kay Matubato, Your Honor.
And this is the same subject also na naging ng affidavit ng isang taong nagngangalang Arturo Las Cañas na umamin ng existence ng DDS, pati na rin sa pagiging former DDS leader niya. And this is the same DDS, Colonel Las Cañas, na tinutukoy ni PRRD sa Senate committee hearing na dinaluhan mo. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And nung sinabi nga niya na I will do just what I did as mayor, ito ay, ang pinatutungkulan niya dito, yung tinatawag na Davao template. Am I correct?
I could not remember what he has stated during the Senate hearing, Your Honor.
And bilang ating Pangulo, siya yung Commander-in-Chief ng Philippine National Police. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And in place of the Davao Death Squad, to implement what he said would be his war on drugs, ginamit niya yung PNP, which in my humble opinion is a very great alternative considering na our policemen are not only very well trained but are better equipped to further the cause, to lessen the crime rates in the country. Tama ba?
I could not confirm or deny that statement, Your Honor.
And bilang member ng Philippine National Police, do you confirm that during his presidency, ito yung naging focus ng kanyang term? Yung pagpapababa ng crime rate sa ating bansa? Ng criminality?
It was his policy, Your Honor.
And ayon sa testimony rin ni Colonel Ray Nagarma, I believe it was the September 27 hearing, this was the reason kung bakit siya nagpatawag ng hearing, ng meeting doon sa DPWH building sa Davao noong June 28, 2016. For our viewers, mababasa naman natin yung naging conversation ni Chairman Paduano at ni Colonel Ray Nagarma. Dito, inaamin niya na ang napag-usapan doon ay yung Davao template. Having said that, Mr. Chair, ikaw, Colonel Grijaldo, hindi ka sumang-ayon dito. Dahil sabi mo, in the same hearing, nung ikaw na yung tinatanong, sinabi mo na you could not confirm the statement ni Colonel Garma. Am I correct? In fact, I think we can also show the same, the conversation that occurred in that hearing.
Yes, Your Honor. It was not been discussed during the time.
Sinabi mo na you cannot confirm, sabi mo, I could not confirm that, Mr. Chair, na napag-usapan yon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero tama ba na inaamin mo na nandun ka sa meeting na yon, Colonel Grijaldo?
It's not a meeting, Your Honor. I was
It's
there
a
just
bonding?
to be present together with my classmates, Your Honor.
So what do we call it? Eyeball.
That was a courtesy call, Your Honor, where we're
Courtesy call.
called together with some of the officers,
Okay.
but we don't know what is the topic for that meeting or a gathering, Your Honor.
So having said that, it's either one of two things, Mr. Chair. Either A, kasi hindi naman pwedeng parehas kayo nagsisinungaling ni Colonel Garma. Sinabi ni Colonel Garma na yun ang napag-usapan, sinasabi mo na hindi yun ang napag-usapan or hindi mo ma-confirm na yun ang napag-usapan. So para sa akin, it's either one of two things. Una, napag-usapan yung Davao template, pero wala ka doon nung napag-usapan yon. Or pangalawa, Mr. Chair, ay nandun ka nung pinag-usapan yung Davao template, pero ayaw mo aminin, kaya sinasabi mo na you cannot confirm this statement because you are under oath, and you still are under oath, and you didn't want to perjure yourself. Am I correct?
No, Your Honor. That's the facts that really happened that time that I witnessed, Your Honor.
So, sino sa inyo ni Colonel Garma yung nagsasabi ng totoo?
I will not confirm nor deny the statement of Colonel Garma, Your Honor.
Parang di ako nasagot. Pero, Mr. Chair, inaamin mo, nakakilala mo si Colonel Garma.
Yes, Your Honor. She was my classmate in the academy, and we've been assigned in the Region 11.
Okay, if we take, kung tinatanggap natin yung sagot mo na you cannot confirm if that conversation happened and Colonel Garma confirms that the conversation happened, bilang malapit kayo ni Colonel Garma and considering na very, very critical yung pag-implement ng Davao template nationwide, hindi nyo man lang napag-usapan ba to ni Colonel Garma? Hindi ba yun parang contrary to human experience na hindi nyo siya napag-usapan? Hindi ba kayo parating magkasama ni Colonel Garma?
We have that relationship, Your Honor. I mean, magkaklase kami. But we are professionals and we talk just the matters within the bounds of our profession as police officer, Your Honor.
Pero 'di ba so that was June 28, 2016. I remember in a hearing many months back, napag-usapan yung matagal nating naging topic yung tungkol kila Jimmy Fortaleza, 'di ba? Dinalaw niyo siya ng July 2016 sa Davao Penal Colony. Tama ba 'yon? I remember everyone was confirming that visit.
Yes, Your Honor. I confirm that we were there to visit Major Fortaleza, Your Honor.
And it was only a few months after that visit na papatayin yung tatlong Chinese drug lords under the actions nila Colonel Garma, ni Padilla, si Leonardo, and according to them, they were taking direct orders from no less than the former president himself. Hindi po ba ang naging simula ng Davao template, Mr. Chair, ay yung pinag-usapan sa meeting nyo noong June 28, 2016?
I'm not in private, Your Honor, what were the discussion between Major Fortaleza and Colonel Garma at that time when we visited him at Dapicol, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Chair, it seems that, as evasive as our witness wants to be, I would like to manifest that apart from his history, his long-standing history with Colonel Garma, there are really several instances which would put them in the same places and events which is further evidence of their close work and personal relation. We've also confirmed, Mr. Chair, na una, si Colonel Grijaldo was indeed in attendance sa meeting sa DPWH building noong June 28, 2016. And because of his attendance in this meeting, kahit pa i-deny ni Colonel Grijaldo ito, he was indeed part of the planning of the nationwide implementation of this Davao model, or what we all know as the war on drugs. With this, Mr. Chair, I didn't want to take up all of my time. I yield to the next interpellator. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Zamora. The next interpellator is Congressman Zia Adyong. You are recognized. You have 10 minutes.
Mr. Chair, I yield to my good friend, the gentleman from Cagayan de Oro, Congressman Lordan. I'll be asking my question later on. I yield my time to Congressman Lordan, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Congressman Suwan, you are now recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Colonel Grijaldo,
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
di ba ang lokal po na police ang may responsibilidad na to maintain the peace in their area of jurisdiction?
Yes, Your Honor.
Which means that they have to be familiar with the place where they are assigned in order for them to be effective, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And which means that if anything happens in your area of jurisdiction, you have to be the one to investigate, just like what happened to the assassination of Colonel Barayuga, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, but there is a responsible investigation on case, Your Honor, to respond or to conduct investigation in event there is a crime incident, Your Honor.
So, as to the assassination of Barayuga, you were the one who is primarily responsible for investigating it. Is it not correct?
As part of my command responsibility, Your Honor, I'll take on supervision on my investigator on case for that demise of police.
I'm sorry, you were the lead investigator?
There is a designated investigation on case, Your Honor. And I'm only supervising, and I could not intervene or influence my investigator on case for that incident, Your Honor.
So, you mean to say that you are still the supervisor of the investigator of that case?
No, there is a we have a organizational chart, Your Honor, and there is a chief of investigation who is sole responsible on all the personnel under his supervision, which is the investigator on case or all investigator under his unit, Your Honor. And overall, in the police station, I am the police supervisor as the chief of police of that place, Your Honor.
When were you appointed as chief of police of Mandaluyong City?
July, on the month of July in that time, Your Honor, 2021 or 2020, 2021, Your Honor.
So you were already the chief of police during the assassination of Barayuga?
Yes, Your Honor.
How is this investigation started? How do you, such an assassination like what happened with Mr. Barayuga, how is the investigation started? Ano yung proseso po?
Yes, Your Honor. There was a radio call that there was a shooting incident that happened in that place. Immediately thereafter, we dispatched our personnel to conduct yung investigation or to go after of the to those perpetrators of the incident. I was in that place. I responded in that place also, Your Honor. And naabutan ko na lang, Your Honor, yung pick up tsaka yung isang victim on the passenger side, but the driver side was already evacuated as per the witnesses in that place, Your Honor. I myself immediately also go to look for any evidence or any thing that na baka may CCTV doon sa lugar, and we called up immediately yung SOCO para ma-preserve yung crime scene, Your Honor. Yun po yung ginawa namin that time, Your Honor.
So can you repeat again who handled the investigation?
The duty investigator during that time, it was Police Executive Master Sergeant Punsalan, Your Honor.
And Police Executive Master Sergeant Punsalan reports to you as the Chief of Police.
What do you mean?
I mean that Punsalan is the investigator, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Immediately, pag dinispatch po natin kasi yung investigator natin, he will do his job as an investigator. And immediately, we have the duty officer. It was during that time, Your Honor, it was a COVID that time. And most of our personnel and the same, I myself was staying at the police station. I live in the police station that time. So, nakapag-responde kami and we have this duty SDO, Police Captain Villarta, who also taking charge to do his job that time. And after gathering some information, what transpired immediately was for us to make a spot report. Just 5H and 5W and 1H muna yung ginagawa natin. Just to, there is a timeline that we are beating in the Camp Crame, lalo na pagka mga high crimes. We need to have at least within 1 hour, we can make a report, a spot report on 5W and 1H only statement. Then we do the progress report, Your Honor, depending on the progress of the investigation, Your Honor, done by the IOC, Your Honor, on the investigator on case, Your Honor.
Yes, but as the Chief of Police of Mandaluyong City, would it be correct to say that the buck stops with you? Which means na ikaw yung may final word sa investigation?
No, Your Honor. What the investigator have done, or ginawa niya, Your Honor, yung ginawa niya yung report, kung ano yung niya, Your Honor, yun yung statement, Your Honor. I could not influence or give or to influence doon sa statement na gagawin niya. Kasi it will not make or we cannot
Pero
give justice doon sa investigation
Colonel
natin,
Grijaldo,
Your Honor.
paano ito natapos tong investigation na to?
Your Honor,
Sinong
on that
nagpasya na itigil yung investigation?
no, Your Honor, allow me, Your Honor, to elaborate further dun sa nangyari during the the incident happened July 30. On the next day, nagkaroon na ho tayo, sir, ng immediately thereafter, there is a creation of a Special Investigation Task Group or SITG, which is to unearth yung mga other evidences or sino yung madidiscover natin kung sino yung perpetrators that time of the incident. But nagkaroon ng consensus or consolidated effort with the district unit. So ang nag-assume ng overall control ng investigation is the SITG, Your Honor. And that time, I was just only a member of the SITG, Your Honor.
So yung nangyari, parang napunta na yung investigation sa SITG instead of sa iyo.
It's not me, Your Honor, to do the investigation. Just only the IOC, Your Honor, who is responsible. At the same time, Your Honor, it was carried on the SITG group. The investigator that time on the incident, the same investigator being appointed on the SITG, Your Honor.
Pero di ba ikaw yung office niyo yung nagsimula ng investigation. So pagkatapos nun, pinasa sa SITG or sa CIDG?
Pinasa namin, Your Honor, kung ano yung initial nagawa naming investigation. And the CIDG was then also a part of the SITG, Your Honor. The composition of the SITG is the IOC of the station. I myself also a member. The D7 or the DIDM, the District Investigation Detective Management Unit, the CIDG, the SOCO, the overall chair of the SITG, Your Honor, was the district operation, DRDO, we call it the DDO, Your Honor, Deputy for Operation, Your Honor.
So, Colonel, kahit ikaw po yung nagsimula ng investigation,
Yes, Your Honor.
you were not the one who finished the investigation. That's what you're saying?
Yes, Your Honor. It was because in SITD, Your Honor, there is a need to compose and to comply within the period of 6 months. If it is not been
Pero
sold,
tingin ko po, Colonel, na parang agad-agad na transfer yung investigation sa SITG. Eh. Is this correct?
no, Your Honor, it was the district director who take cognizance of the incident, Your Honor. So, as just a station commander, Your Honor, I yield to the wisdom of the district director.
So
That time,
you're
Your Honor.
saying that you did not terminate the investigation, but you yielded the investigation instead to the SITG.
The time, yes, Your Honor. There is a continuing effort on the station. I myself, together with other police officer, I give them tasks also to do some efforts. Like I send them to take some affidavits of the security guard on PCSO, the personnel working with General Barayuga and other witnesses, the vehicle that bumped the
So,
that was
Colonel,
bumped
you're
the
saying
pickup
that
time, Your Honor.
with all of these resources that are in your hands or within your reach, binitawan mo pa rin yung investigation at binigay sa SITG.
I mean, Your Honor, hindi naman ibig sabihin binitawan. Ibig sabihin, we just give the district the opportunity or for us to have a better in the conduct of investigation, Your Honor, mapabuti kasi ang effort nun marami ng unit eh.
Kasi
Hindi
sa
lang yung
tingin ko-
station. So mas mapapabuti po natin na masolve po yung problema, Your Honor, yung crime na nangyari.
Normal po ba na, do you usually do this, Colonel, na yung may mga high-profile cases like this one, binibigay agad sa CIDG or sa SITG?
Yes, Your Honor, there is a, in the PNP operational manual, there is a creation of SITG. Every time incidents involving, kunyari, may mga high crimes, Your Honor, assassination,
Kasi
or
Sa tingin ko po,
terrorism,
parang
or whatever.
this is very concerning because parang pinapasa mo yung trabaho nyo eh, na dapat ikaw yung gumawa, especially this investigation into the murder of Barayuga. I think that's irregular, Colonel Grijaldo. And gaya ng sinabi mo kanina, yung mga local police yung nasa pinakamagandang position to investigate crimes such as this because they are the ones with the most familiarity with the area. And now you're saying that it is normal procedure for you to just pass it on to the SITG. I find this really concerning and baka may personal na interest ka kung bakit ma-terminate agad yung investigation regarding sa pagpaslang kay Barayuga. Ayon sa PNP National Police, sa Philippine National Police Internal Affairs Service, may ongoing investigation ba regarding this sa pagpatay kay Barayuga? IAS?
Your Honor, we've been charged before the Internal Affairs Unit.
So you were charged
Yes, Your
by
Honor.
the IAS?
Yes, Your Honor. We have a administrative complaint for us, Your Honor. I have here with me the charge sheet. Administrative complaint against Police Colonel Grijaldo for neglect of duty, irregularity in the performance of duty, misconduct, incompetence, conduct unbecoming of police officers. We already submitted our counter affidavit on this incident, Your Honor.
When was that case filed by the Internal Affairs Service of the PNP?
We made to do the counter affidavit, Your Honor, last September, Your Honor.
would you agree with me that the Internal Affairs Service would not have filed this case kung wala naman silang makikitang o nakitang anomalous or irregular activity during the investigation, di ba?
Hindi ko naman ma-question yung ang function ng IAS, Your Honor. So, it has the rightful job din ng IAS to conduct investigation and make charges on all personnel who being involved in that incident, Your Honor.
Colonel Rialdo, are you also under restrictive custody? And were you relieved from your post from the PDEG, PNP Drug Enforcement Group, because of the anomalies uncovered during the investigation?
No, Your Honor, I was still with the PDEG that time. And
That time when the Internal Affairs Service filed this administrative complaint against you, you were still with the PDEG.
yes, Your Honor.
How about now? Are you still with the PDEG?
We are not on a restrictive custody, Your Honor. It is a administrative. We still reporting to the PHAW, Your Honor. It is a admin holding unit, Your Honor. Ang kinuha lang po sa amin na Your Honor, is that we don't have a position to perform, Your Honor.
At ang mga... So would it be correct to say that you are being investigated right now by the IAS?
Yes, Your Honor. We have submitted already our counter affidavit, Your Honor. And
Tapos ang reason siguro ng IAS ay dahil mayroon kayong pinagtatakpan. Is that correct? Is that one of the reasons for this investigation by the IAS?
hindi ko po hindi po ako pwedeng mag-assume dun sa investigation. I-preempt natin yung investigation ng IAS, Your Honor, because they are still conducting on the liability on the those personnel being investigated on this case, Your Honor.
Colonel Grijaldo, kilala mo, do you know Colonel David Puklay?
Yes, Your Honor.
At nung nakaraang Quadcom hearing, parehas kayong tinanong tungkol sa investigation regarding sa assassination ni Barayuga. Is that correct?
Just I could not remember, Your Honor.
Do you remember that you were asked regarding the findings of the SITG? Nung sa last na Quadcom hearing, do you remember na may tinanong sa'yo regarding sa findings sa SITG?
Your Honor, hindi ko na matandaan, Your Honor, kung natanong po ako regarding do sa result ng SITG. Because as far as I know, Your Honor, the investigation conducted by the SITG was turned over to CIDG, Your Honor, after a period of 6 months, Your Honor.
Do you remember na yung tinanong ka tungkol sa mga natuklasan yung posibleng motibo, ang sagot mo noon ay dalawa lang ang natuklasan yung motibo, di ba? Na work-related or personal grudge. Do you remember that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And during-
Kindly wrap up, Congressman Sir.
During the last Quadcom hearing, hindi mo man lang binanggit na meron palang alegasyon na sangkot ng droga, allegedly, si Mr. Barayuga.
Yes, Your Honor. I could not confirm that he was involved in the or in the drug list, Your Honor. Yung sinasabi po natin, Your Honor, na kung yung knowledge lang po namin, Your Honor, sa Intel, just confined within our area of jurisdiction, Your Honor.
Yung sa investigation report nyo na that you submitted, did you include the fact that Mr. Barayuga was part of the watch list, part of the drugs watch list?
Hindi ko na po ano yung napag-usapan doon, Your Honor, doon sa pag wrapping up or the nung karon na ng ano, Your Honor, yung resolution yung SITG. I was already relieved as Chief of Police of Mandaluyong, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair.
Just a manifestation, Mr. Chair, because based on this interpellation, it would seem that the witness has a propensity to withhold crucial information and he always claims that he has no knowledge of the matter, notwithstanding the fact that there is evidence to controvert his statements. And ito ay nakakabahala at posible namang maging hadlang sa ating investigasyon kasi gusto lang talaga natin yung katotohanan. No more questions, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.